Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back or welcome to your first visit. My name is Matt. On this channel, I review brand new cars. So thanks for tuning in. Today, I'm at Kia on Atlantic and Jacksonville, Florida, checking out this brand new 2026 Kia K4. But this time it's a hatchback, top of the line trim, the GT line turbo model with the technology package. And today I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out together from the exterior, interior technology, and of course the test drive. So if you enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to subscribe for more automotive content. Give me a like, and now let's get back to this. About a year ago, Kia discontinued the Forte and replaced it with K4 as a compact sedan. Now, for about a year, we only had the sedan version of it. A couple weeks ago, they came out with the hatchback. I think that's the cooler version of it, but you'll be the judge. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Right here in the front, it doesn't look any different than the regular sedan. But let's take a closer look and see what we have. First of all, Kia logo right on top of the hood. Now, if we look at the lights, we have the nice amber daytime running lamps, turn signals, LED projector headlamps. A lot of spaces for the air to get through to help with cooling off the engine, front-facing camera, and a nice slope-down hood. Now, let's pop this open. Let's see what powers it up. And this is the more powerful engine on the K4 lineup. It is a 1.6-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine with 190 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque. It has made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Of course, they're all front-wheel drives. Now, as far as the gas mileage, we have 28 combined, so the 26 and 33, if that interests you. And we're definitely going to check out the driving dynamics at the end of this video. Underneath the hood, you also have some sound insulation, and the hood is propped up by this ugly prop stick. Let's take a walk around it, starting with the dimensions of this vehicle. So the total length is 185.4 with 72.8, height 55.9, and we have a wheelbase of 107.1, curb weight 3,285 pounds. Let's take a closer look, see what's going on as far as the wheel and tires. So we have nice shiny black alloy wheels. Size of the tires 235 by 40 on 18-inch rim, of course. And then check this out. Overall, the shape of it, I like it. It looks more like a typical hatchback than, for example, like a Honda Civic hatchback. Doesn't look like a hatchback at all. Mazda does. But let's take a look and see what else is going on at the bottom of the mirror, and then continuing around the bottom portion of the windows, we have the satin chrome trim. The windows, the mirrors, I'm sorry, are fully loaded. We have the turn signal, side view camera, blind spot assist. Now, this particular one also has the large sunroof, and then we have the proximity entry system. Now, we still have this kind of goofy door handle right here for the back door. That's how it opens up. And let's move over. I'm going to flip it around so the sun doesn't glare at it. Take a look at the back. And here it is. So we still have technically the same lights as you have on the sedan, but of course it is a hatchback. GT line on the side, this nice aggressive bottom portion of the bumper. We have the Kia in the middle, rear view camera. Here's the lights blinking right now. The turn signals, they're all LEDs. We have another brake light right on top of here. And let's pop this gate open and let's see what's going on. Now, this is not a power lift gate, even on the top of the line trim. We have the cargo cover and plenty of space. Now, it looks like it's bigger than on the regular sedan slightly. So we have the spare tire inside of here. Anything else going on? No, it looks like a subwoofer in the back. The seats have the 60-40 split. So that's definitely has the advantage over sedan as far as the cargo volume and the cargo loading capabilities, because you can definitely fit something that's larger inside of this opening. So now I made sure that this front seat is adjusted to my regular comfortable driving position. I am about 6 feet tall, just a little bit shy of that. And guess what? I fit. I have about an inch in front of my knees. Not too bad for a compact vehicle. Now, I was going to say sedan, but it's a hatchback. Now the seats have this plastic backing over it. I have plenty of shoulder room, and I have about this much above my head. That's about 2.5, 3 inches. So not bad at all. Let's see what else is going on in this interior. I'm going to start right here with this rear door panel. So we have some hard plastic materials right on top, but this is all nice and soft, including the armrest. Of course, we have the door handle and the window control, a little bit more storage for the bottle, let's say, and then a speaker. GT line, that's right on the door sill. And check this out. Not many vehicles have it, so that's why it's important. We have the vents right in the back. We have 2 USB Type-C ports, a little bit of storage compartment right next to it, and this bump right in the middle. Now, this is all soft and hard plastic, but this is nicely profiled. And then the seats, we have the Syntax, which is that man-made leather. They're perforated right in the middle. They're solid on the sides. We also have this very light gray headrest and top portion of the seats. Now, this opens up, have 2 cup holders. So for 2 people, really comfortable, maybe 2 and a child. Let's see what else is going on. Take a quick peek at the sticker right here. So this is a 2026 Kia K4 hatchback GT line turbo with technology package and the Smart 4 digital key. Total MSRP 32,625. We have a really good crash ratings here for the driver passengers, 5 everywhere around, other than the passenger 4. So don't sit in the passenger side. That's still good though. 28 is the combined number as the gas mileage, 26 in the city, 20 or 33 on the expressway. Let's listen to the sound of the closing door from the exterior. Boom. This is nice and solid. And let's see what else is going on. So right here on the door panel right in the front, we have a similar setup as in the back. This is softer though than it is in the back. This is not this cheap hard plastic, and this is nice and soft inlay. But let's check this out, guys. Heated, ventilated seats. We have the heated steering wheel and 2 memory seat settings. That's really unheard of in the non-luxury market for the compact vehicles as such. So we have the lock, unlock, window mirror controls, more storage here, and yes, the steering is made by Harman Kardon. Now, in addition to that, we have the power seat with the easy entry and exit feature for the driver only, though the passengers have to adjust theirs manually. We have the pedals that are aluminum with the rubber stubs for better grip, and then we have the parking brake and the dimmer and traction control button on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. The steering wheel is adjustable, tilt and telescoping. Let's see what else is going on the interior. I'm going to start right here with the sound of the closing door. That is very nice and solid. And here it is, guys, the interior of the 2026 K4 hatchback GT line turbo with technology package, top of the line trim. Let's see what's going on. Starting on the right hand side, we have this large vent, and look at this trim. I like the design of this trim, kind of this futuristic design. We also have the ambient lighting, if you can see, and the shiny gray trim, polished aluminum plastic trim. And then this is soft. This is the same material as used on top of the front doors. So very nice, very solid looking vehicle. Now, as far as the steering wheel, we have this kind of flat at the bottom, flat at the top steering wheel. Not exactly a Corvette steering wheel, which is completely flat and much smaller than that, but a good looking one too. We have 2 colors, this very light gray, almost white. Now we have some stitching on the inside. We have the thicker parts for better grip, and the reason they do it, first of all, on top, so you have a better view to see what's going on above the steering wheel, and you have more room for your legs at the bottom, I guess. And in the left-hand side, we have a bunch of buttons on the steering wheel that controls what's going on in the instrument cluster. We have the lane keep assist. You can adjust the gap for your adaptive cruise control between you and the car in front of you. New Kia logo on the other side. We have 2 customizable buttons which can be assigned different functions, star and mode. We also have the volume control, voice control, phone button, and the drive modes are right at the bottom of the steering wheel. Since we're here, there are only 2, so let's get these out of the way. We have the normal and sport, and this is your digital instrument cluster. I'm going to leave it in sport, and we're going to see what else is going on here. So you can hold to OK to go to settings, but now we have the current trip, compass, and essentially go back to here. So I'm going to hold OK to see what settings are available, and the settings open up in this main screen. It looks like all the safety features are on, and that's what the settings refer to. Now you can also select the climate, seat slides, controls, digital keys and convenience. And you can change also the look of this instrument cluster. So you go to, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, right? Go to setup, go to cluster, and then you go to cluster theme selection, and you can have circle, which is like this, or you can have simple. And then you can link it to the drive mode, or have style A, style B, or style C, whichever one you choose from. I'm going to leave it to link to drive mode, and I like the circular one, although everything is coming with like the square ones. So that's basically what we have in this instrument cluster. Now, in between the two screens, this is your infotainment, this is your instrument cluster, we have another screen. This is for your climate control. It's about a 5-inch screen. And then you can control the vents that the air is coming out of. You can control your temperature. You can, set up the front window defog or rear window defroster, that type of stuff. And your main infotainment system, typical Kia infotainment system. Now let's hit this. It has its own navigation. But if you don't want to use it, you don't have to, because it has the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then we can move on to media. Now, as far as the media, what we have as far as choices: FM, AM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio, and of course you can stream through your phone. So plenty of options here. Phone projections, you can watch YouTube, entertainment, voice memo, weather, setup, sports, valet mode, connected garage, so you can open and close your garage. Of course, I believe subscription is required for that. HD radio data, you can have the link to the owner's manual. Let's really go back to setup in here, because there's plenty of options here. So buttons, cluster, user profile, vehicle, that type of stuff, that's all here. General setups, okay, vehicle, seats, lights. Let's see if we have anything about the ambient lighting. There you go, it's right here. You can select the different colors for the ambient lighting. You can see that. Let's get something different color. Let's get the red one. Is it changing? Oh, I have to hit OK. There you go. Now we have the red. We can have blue, for example. Yeah, so ambient lighting on a small vehicle like this, that's actually a pretty cool feature. Let's go back to this home screen. One last thing to check up in this instrument or infotainment system is this rear view camera, and we have the 360 here. Beautiful, very nice. Okay, so we have several different views you can look at: side view, wide angle, narrow angle. You have the full 360 on this vehicle. Of course, your settings, you can adjust your visible warning lines, distance warnings, etc. And we have the front and rear trajectory lines, especially looking from the top. I keep on saying it's important, but it is. And then let's put it back in park so we don't roll. Scrolling down, home map search. This is your volume control and power button. Media, and again, another customizable button and a setup. You can also adjust your climate control by using these buttons at the bottom. Now, notice that it is a dual zone climate control, so separate for the driver, separate for the passenger. Again, something that's not very common in the compact vehicle market. And then right at the bottom here, you have your charging station. So you can use it with the USB Type-C. You can have the wireless charging, and of course have the regular 12-volt power outlet. Moving back here, we have the start-stop feature, regular shifter, brake hold, parking assist. That turns on your camera. So we can also see what's going on in the front. So this is your front view camera. And then again, that has several angles too. This is an important one too. So see if you're not going to run over the curb. Okay, and then the side view on both sides. Okay, so that's your camera settings here. Moving back down here, we have the disappearing cup holders. You can have more storage room. If you need a cup holder, push the button, boom, magic, it appears. And then we have more storage right here in this console. Moving up on top, nothing special about this mirror. We don't have the digital mirror. And here we have the ability to open up this large sunroof, a decent size opening, and it slides all the way back too. And then we have the regular lights on both sides, emergency button. Moving to the visors, we have the mirror and illumination separate up on top. And this is it, guys. This is the interior of this 2026 Kia K4 hatchback GT line turbo with technology package. Now let's talk pricing. Take it for a spin. We're on Kia's website. Let's take a look what K4 hatchbacks are available. So first of all, it looks like it starts at about $2,500 extra than the regular K4, but the regular K4 has an LX and LXS, and then the EX is just about the same price, maybe $500 less. And the K4 hatchback starts at EX. And then the next trim is the GT line, that's $25,990, and the GT line turbo at $28,890. So the EX and the GT line is going to have that 2-liter naturally aspirated engine with about 147 horsepower, and of course the GT line turbo is going to have this engine. I'm excited. Let's take it for a spin. Put some shades on and let's go. Now we have this empty parking lot right here. It is early, so the movie theaters are not open yet. Let's take a look and see how well or how bad this vehicle turns. So steering wheel all the way to the left, and we'll count the parking spots. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, just over 4 parking spots. Yeah, that's pretty good as far as the turning. And that seems like it has a little bit of that body lean. Not horrible though. It is peppy. It's not bad. So I think the benchmark in this category, in my opinion at least, would be like for sportiness of driving, would be Mazda 3. I mean, they have kind of the best driving dynamics, best acceleration, that type of stuff. And we have, of course, the Honda Civic. That's, you know, a hatchback, compact, and you know that's been a staple in the industry for a long time. Now, putting aside the history of the brands, this is definitely the most loaded one out of them all. You know, at $32,000, yes, it tops off at this. This one's about 32 grand. It's not the cheapest one, but then again, you can get a Civic up to that. You can get a Mazda 3 up to that if you get, you know, the turbo on the Civic and, you know, the Civic Si, of course. It's kind of maybe a little bit different category, but it only has 10 horsepower more than this. Overall, a very pleasant drive on this hatchback K4. I have a good visibility. I have to adjust this mirror a little bit. Small window in the back, so that can get obstructed. I was just going to say that you don't need that digital rear view camera, and really you don't. I mean, you can use the side mirrors and stuff, but you know, it would be nice addition if it was available. And good driving, I tell you. I'm going to check out the acceleration just a little bit and see how that performs. But overall, even for a taller adult, I'm 6 feet tall, I'm swimming in space. Plenty of room on this compact vehicle. Not bad at all. All right, what do we have here, guys? We have an open road ahead of me. I'm going to stop right here. We're going to come to a complete stop. Let's hit it. Did you hear that wheel spin? It is definitely a front-wheel drive vehicle, and it's got some acceleration. You can definitely feel that torque getting down to the ground. The wheels spin off, and yeah, we sped up to about 55, almost 60 miles per hour. Yeah, so not bad. Acceleration, check. Driving dynamics, good. I've read some reviews that this is not as exciting as Mazda. It's been a while since I've driven a Mazda, probably about 1.5 to 2 years. I found it to be really nice, but this is nice as well. But anyway, if you're looking for a sporty, compact vehicle, definitely check this out. This is something different. It's a cool looking vehicle. It's got tons of equipment. Which other vehicle has the memory seat settings with the easy entry and exit? Honda doesn't have it. For example, we have the 360 camera, we have the large roof. Tons of technology, tons of electronics, guys. Let me know what you think about this brand new 2026 Kia K4 hatchback. Would you buy this? Would you buy something else? And why? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something about this brand new vehicle. If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more automotive content, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.